Hello and welcome. This is Amir live from Los Angeles. As usual, I'm very good. Thank you. Thank you for asking. So, how was your day? Busy? Okay. What? Seriously? Wow. Okay. As long as you are here, thank you. I appreciate for your watching us, and I really appreciate for all of your support. Yes. Thank you. Okay, welcome, Amir. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Amir. How are you doing? Hello. Welcome,
I'm
everybody.
I'm doing well. Thank you. How was your day?
Amazing.
Amazing.
Beautiful. And yes, and especially today, I'm so excited. We have a special
Why?
guest.
Oh,
We have
okay.
special guest.
Yeah, she
Yes, I
never.
have like one book,
Okay.
two books, two.
So, very
I
good,
have a
very good.
lot to write
So,
down.
last time we spoke about relationship, effective communication. However, still I'm learning and I'm practicing for effective communication. And she's laughing now. Oh my God. Okay. So, she's here with us. Uh, and the last thing we spoke with Coach Bonnie Sadiq. She is a master of NLP and hypnotherapist. What's going on? Is it any dog around you? Be careful.
I'm so sorry.
No,
I'm
no, no.
in
It's
the
fine. It's fine.
barbecue area.
Good air.
And
Good, good,
if
good.
any, yeah, yesterday we had a rabbit, we had the chipmunks, I had the water that
Yeah, yeah.
sprinkle on me.
Yeah, if it's just
Lot of things.
possible, just if it's possible, just adjust your camera, make it straight, please. Thank you. So yes, we spoke about relationship, effective communication, and lots of things about relationship. And today we are going to continue same subject, but in the different area and seeing from another angle. What is it? What do you think?
Uh, I'm just looking forward, and
Okay,
especially from our guest,
okay.
Coach Bunny.
Coach Bonnie Sadiq from Los
Yes.
Angeles, Marina Del Rey. Welcome. Hello.
Hello, Amira. Hello, Amir. So
Hello,
good
Coach
to be
Bunny.
with you
How are you?
again. Happy Thursday. Hope you're enjoying your
Happy
day and
Thursday.
moving into the evening.
Yes,
How are you
Yes.
yes.
guys doing?
Uh, Busy back to back.
Amazing.
Yeah. Uh, so I had last couple of weeks I had a little cough, and finally, I see a doctor, and he said 90% is just from the my sinus. Interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Anyhow, so
But you are
no
better
worries.
now, right?
I start, just start drinking tea and
That's good.
chocolate, for coughing.
Chocolate?
Not chocolate.
Okay.
Glad to hear it's nothing serious and you can take care of it now.
I knew it's not COVID-19 because I took a test 2 weeks ago. I knew that.
And
So,
I was in the studio last weekend.
and now, Coach Bonnie, uh, which area of relationship is your target today?
So, since we talked about communication
Mm-hmm.
and how we can actively listen in the previous sessions, now let's focus our attention to communication in relationship. Most
Mm-hmm.
of us that are in relationship,
Mm-hmm.
if we are in a long relationship, sometimes we feel that we know our partner so well. Sometimes it becomes, the partner becomes sort of like an extension of ourselves. We don't
Mm-hmm.
see them as individuals, we see them as part of ourselves. So, communicating with that partner becomes a little bit tricky because we assume that they should know what we are thinking and what we are feeling and what we are conveying. That is a myth in relationships. I've heard it so many times from couples that come to me and say, but we have been married for X amount of years. We've been together for so long. He should know. She should know. That that is one of the biggest myths in relationship. Nobody is a mind reader. It
Exactly.
is your responsibility to be clear, concise, specific, assertive in your communication, and relay the message as you want it to be received. The other day, someone was telling me that they're sitting on the couch, and the gentleman was working all day, and he was tired, and then he said the window is open, and it's kind of cold in here, and she didn't reply, and she just sat and continued what she was doing. He got upset that she did not understand the meaning. So when as two people, when we are communicating, we, depending on where we are, depending on our past, depending on how we hear and how we give meaning, that that sentence comes differently to me than how you interpret it. So the gentleman simply meant that I consciously, he said the window is open and I'm cold. Subconsciously, what he meant was, I wish that I could, you could do me a favor and close the window. I'm cold, I'm tired, I need someone to love me, I need someone to take care of me, and I wish she would find it in herself to do me this favor and close the window. Now, she's sitting and she's hearing the sentence, the window is open and I'm cold. She can take this as a
Comment.
truth, the
Yeah,
fact,
it's truth, fact, yeah.
okay, and leave it at that. Yes, the window is open. Or based upon her experiences, based upon her past memories and her mental programming, her hardwiring, what she is hearing is, here we go again. Now, this lazy guy is asking me to do his work again. Doesn't he know that I'm tired too and I was working all day? All he asks for is favors, and I always need to respond to his requests. So that is what she's hearing.
That's
and that
one
is
of
what he's.
that's one of the format. There is a different format and could be different.
Right. So every one of us, when we say something, if we are not clear, if we are not concise, the other person, based upon how they give meaning to that communication or to that conversation, respond or react differently. See, in any given moment, the 126 bytes of information comes to us consciously. That's consciously. There's
Yes.
2 million bits of information that comes to us, and
2
only
million or 2 billion? 2
million.
million, okay.
Yeah. And it's a fluid statistic because of all the internet and the way we are communicating with each other. The amount of information is now even more. So
Right.
with that amount of information being bombarded at us, 126 bits of it is conscious. Okay. Even with that small amount of information that is coming to us, the conscious mind cannot understand and comprehend all of that information. So what it does, it deletes, distorts, and generalizes the information. So we have a filter. The information or the conversation comes into us. Inside our mind, we delete, distort, and generalize. And we do these 3 filtering systems by another set of filters. And those filters are mood or meta program. Meta program is how we are hardwired. Past experiences,
Exactly.
culture, the way we were raised, memories, time, energy, All of these filters have a different effect on how we respond and we give meaning to that conversation or to that external event that is coming to us. Okay, so
Right.
a lot of times when you are tired, you respond differently to the same request than when
Exactly.
you are revitalized and energized.
Exactly.
When
It's
you're
happened to me
hungry,
last night.
yeah, when you're hungry, you
Hmm.
respond differently.
Exactly. It's happened to me.
Okay, when you are in a different environment, you respond differently to the same external event or
Hmm.
external conversation. You might react or respond differently when you are at work or when you are with friends. So there are many different components that once the information comes to us, it's like a computer that does programming and
Updating.
formulates
Yeah.
something, and then we either respond or react.
Hmm.
Okay? Now, every time that we react to something that is being told to us, that trigger, there is a part of that. Uh, the reason that we are being triggered is that there is a part of us inside of us that it has not been healed yet. That's why we get triggered.
Hmm.
That's why we react. Because there is something inside of us that hasn't been um, addressed or healed. And I'm going to invite all of our viewers that if there is something that is triggering you, instead of reacting to the other partner, go inside and look inside
Hmm.
and see what it is. What part of that uh, conversation, what part of that saying hit home for you?
Hmm.
What happened? And the way I invite all of my clients and all the viewers to do is to take responsibility, 100% full responsibility for your personal universe,
Hmm.
even when it is in your mind, you are completely 100% sure that it's the other person's fault.
Hmm.
Ask yourself, how did I contribute to that situation? Not from a point of blame or guilt, but from a point that we want to understand, we want to grow, we want to learn.
First, I
So,
need to know about myself. First, I need to understand myself. What's happened to
exactly,
me? And
exactly,
yes.
exactly. So, I mean, relationships are complicated, but they don't have to be hard. If we follow a certain protocol, if we follow healthy communication, if we set healthy boundaries, then it becomes an
It's
easy
so very
sailing.
easy. When I learned, when I finished this program 3 years ago with Dr. D, and after that I took one of your seminar. It was reviving
Reviving your marriage.
your marriage, right? It was almost 2 years ago. It was very good, and people there's like a uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you follow this rule,
Exactly.
relationship gonna be very, very, very easy, simple piece of cake, and everybody is happy. Both sides is happy. For any relationship, it works. That formula is working for any relationship.
Exactly. Exactly. And, sometimes we have to have the hard conversation. Sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes emotions come up.
Hmm.
And another thing that I recommend for partners, for people in relationship, is to, when you want to have a talk, set aside a time to talk. Have have a certain, ask your partner that there's something I want to talk to you,
This
and
is the
when can
first
I
step.
have your
Get the permission to talk.
undivided attention? Yeah. When can I have your undivided attention? And set a date, set a time to talk. And then know what you want to say. Okay, practice what you say, what you want to say. And see, another thing that I'm going a little bit sidetracked. No one can make us feel bad, sad, guilty,
Exactly.
ashamed, or any other negative emotion, or
This
for
is
that matter, any positive emotion. We are responsible, and
about our feeling.
we choose to uh, decide whether we want to be sad or whether we want to be happy or whether we want to be angry. So
Exactly.
your partner is not making you angry. You choose to be angry. Okay, and that goes back to that previous experiences, those negative memories, or those
Memories, yes.
negative stackings that you had through the years, that gives a special meaning so that you react.
Okay.
So instead of reacting, go back inside and see what it is that is triggering you. Okay. Now, most of us, again, when we talk and when we want to say what we want, we are so much more comfortable in saying what we don't want. I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to leave the door open. I don't want you to do this. I don't want you to go out. It's always what we don't want. And it's a little bit, if you have that tendency or that pattern, it needs practice to switch your mind, to shift your mind to what it is that you want. So before you make your talk, or before you sit down with your partner, make sure that when you are talking, you're talking on a positive side of what it is that I want, rather than what it is that I don't want.
Don't want. Yes.
And a lot of times we say, and you've heard me say this multiple times, that when you talk to your partner, or anybody else for that matter, state your conversation with I statements. Not that because you left your dish on the table, you make me upset, or because you left the toilet seat up, I got angry. I feel this way. I feel disappointed when I hear this. I feel disrespected
When
when you
you
do
said
this.
yes.
Yes. So always come from your feelings. And most of us, again, are very limited in our vocabulary of feelings. What it is that we're feeling. We say, I'm angry, I'm mad, I'm ashamed, or what. We learn how to really define your feelings. Okay, and that's the first step. After all the other steps, this becomes the next step, that describing or being able to express your feeling becomes very important.
Right,
Okay?
right.
Am I clear so far?
Yeah, now it's so clear. Everything is
Clear, but I have a
perfect.
lot of questions.
Lot of
Go ahead.
question. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
The first question is, okay, there is a couple here, and one of them, it's giving the time and the respect to the first person to talk, okay, and to criticize or say anything. And when the other person start to talk, the other person just interrupt, every time interrupt, and thinking, like starting to do like a defensive. I saw that a lot, and especially, it's not, I'm talking about like men especially, but every time when I listen stories, it's always a woman that she complain about that she listened to her man, she try to understand, but when she start to talk, he just stop her, cut her. He doesn't let her finish, or he become very protective, very like just pushing
Judgmental.
everything on her.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah,
What we do because it's good to talk. Yeah, like what you say, good to talk. But like you said, a bag, it's with two ears. We have to handle it together. If just the one person in the relationship handle it, everything will fall. We need to be
Exactly.
in a balance. How to bring this balance?
So that comes with setting boundaries.
yes.
Before you do the communication, you need to set boundaries with your partner in any regard, with your communication as well. And see, you said something that was very important. Every time that she talks, he interrupts or he starts to blame. Okay. So what happens when she gets interrupted and she is being judged or blamed? What is her next step? How is she handling the partner? Is she allowing him to go on, and is she passively listening to what is being said to her?
Mm-hmm.
Is she walking away? Is she saying, stop? I'm not going to continue this conversation unless you promise me that you're going to be listening to me completely with respect.
Mm-hmm.
So, in other words, that means that every time that a repetition, a pattern continues multiple times, we allow it. The passive listener, the passive person, the four characteristics that we have, one is passive, or the passive one stays and listens and takes the blame.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay, I'm so sorry for this analogy, but I use it sometimes because the visual makes sense and people really can understand it. You know, when a stray dog barks at you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you are fearful and if you lose control and you lose charge, the dog keeps on barking and attacking. The
I
minute
love
the
that.
dog, and again, I apologize for this analogy, but it's the visual makes it real. The minute that you stand in your power and you, in with command, tell the dog to stop, and they feel your energy, they feel that you're not afraid of them, the dog steps back.
Right.
That's, you know, so in other words, we as passive people in a relationship, again, because of our past experiences, because of the way we were raised, because of the environment that we were raised, we were told that women need to be a certain way with their husbands or with their partners. So we take on a passive uh, method of dealing with things, and we allow the aggressor to be aggressive towards us. The minute that we decide this is not okay, I respect myself, I value myself enough that I'm not going to allow you to speak to me like that. The minute that you stand your ground, then that person knows that they can't penetrate you anymore with aggression. Does that make
Yes.
sense?
Ah, that make a lot of sense. Thank you. Thank you so much, Coach Bunny. I
Sure.
have another question here from um, there is like three women. They ask the same question, and it's about narcissistic pervert. I have one of them. They made everything to go from Algeria to Canada, and he was always not getting into intimacy. And but when they went to Canada, what happened? He's very successful, everything, but he stopped working, and on the same time, he he liked to hurt her with words, and every time she started to cry, he start to filming her. When he is away, she cry, and she want to that he come back because he leave her, and he rent place, he stay alone. She cry, he come back, and it's again.
She filming herself too or no?
No, 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 but he is filming her every time, and after he come back to her and say,
I thought
I'm
maybe they want to make
sorry,
it.
I
Maybe
love
I
you.
thought they want to make a movie. That's why both both people shoot recording.
So
No, no, no.
this is a
He enjoy to film her
Yeah, I
when
know.
she is crying,
I know.
and she is in this pattern. She cannot get out from it. Like she love him. She have two kids with him, and she is scared that he go for another woman. I told her if he's a narcissistic, like you said, there is no cure. But I would like to hear, because I'm not a professional on that, and she can hear your
it's very,
opinion.
very difficult to live with a narcissistic personality
Personalities.
type person.
That's the
Narcissists,
more than narcissist, Doctor Coach Bunny. I think this type goes to, you know, selfish person plus narcissist and selfish because he's
more than
very
selfish.
yeah.
It's more than selfish. It's
Mm-hmm.
abusive. It's
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
abusive.
It
It's not only
yes,
physical. It's emotional
Emotional
abuse.
abusing. Yeah.
yes,
It's
and
emotional. It's much
culturally,
more serious than being a selfish person. And from what I'm hearing, this person has abusive patterns and narcissistic patterns. So
And
it's very difficult to live with this with such personality. Now,
mm-hmm.
as for what she can do, a lot of times when women that are not self-sufficient, they don't value themselves as much. They see themselves less than the man. They feel that they cannot and they will not be able to survive without their man. Stay in abusive relationship because it's comfort. It's familiar. We usually stay in our comfort zone, even if it's painful, even if it's bringing us pain, even when it is really not a good place to be, not a healthy place to be.
Mm-hmm.
Why we do that? It's because it feels familiar. And even in its unsafeness, there is a safety in it. There is security in it. I know that I have a house. I know that I'm being provided financially. I know that I
oh
can
yes,
have a certain lifestyle. So I stuck it up, and occasionally when he comes and does what he does and abuses verbally, I can live with that because I'm afraid to step out of my comfort zone.
and
And
culturally too.
But
Our
culturally
country,
true, yes,
and the
yes,
absolutely.
yeah.
Culturally, it's telling
When you
us
are
that
divorced, yeah,
you're not supposed to divorce. You're
to
supposed to
divorce
listen
at
to
all,
your
yeah,
husband. You're supposed to
yes.
obey. All of that um, backward thinking that we've been conditioned to makes it even more difficult
mm-hmm.
for us to say it's enough. I'm worthy. I respect myself, and I'm going to walk away from this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I highly, highly suggest that you said she lives in Canada, for her to get
Hmm.
some support, to get some professional help. Because,
I will send her to you. You are the best. I have like I have four, five.
because when a woman lives like this, chooses to live in an abusive relationship,
Mm-hmm. The
the
first thing,
message,
the first thing she need to look at herself. Why she want to be in this situation?
because it's
It
comfortable, because
Uh,
it's what she
it
knows,
maybe he's not
because
just comfortable because of this, lack of self-esteem that comes from lack of
exactly
no,
self-esteem.
no,
that's
and she
part
had a
of it.
problem with
That's
her mom. Like she told me a story. You will hear the story. You will understand. she had the problem first of
You
all
can
with
ask
her mom.
your friend and other people, you know, all of our audience. If
She
you have a
is she
question,
yeah.
you can send your questions here, and you can come to program. You can send a request. We can bring you if you want to come with your, you know, video
They
call. We
will
can do that.
not.
No,
They
I
will
said
not
if you
talk.
want to
I
do that,
yeah.
we can do that.
But definitely, I will
So
send. I have like
there was
3, 4 couples to send to Coach Bunny for sure.
one point that I wanted to make is that I don't know if she has boys or girls, doesn't matter, but the message she's sending to her kids
Mm-hmm.
is that be okay when you are being abused emotionally. Your emotions are not important. You are not that important. So that is by staying in that relationship and not voicing her wants and desires. Subconsciously, she is giving that message to her kids that either be an abuser, be an aggressor, or be less than your man and take it, take the abuse. So not only staying in that relationship, it's not healthy for her, it's not healthy for her children.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Like
old the
in
children.
they are small, but like that we understand that if we go back to a relationship and we go back to communication, also it's very very important to our kids are the first people who see us, how we are treated, and we have the responsibility to be treated well and respectfully in front of our kids. This is what you mean,
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely. And kids, as we talked about this before, they don't pick up necessarily from what we tell them, but they pick up energetically. They see, they hear, they feel. All of the senses get compiled together, gives them a meaning, and they become that person that I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not worthy of love. So all of these negative beliefs that as adults we try to get rid of gets instilled in us in our childhood. The
Okay.
way parents interact with each other, the way I make
Mhm.
meaning of the way my dad talked to my mother and how my mother reacted to my father. So all of that it gets etched into our subconscious mind, and that's how we show up as adults.
Okay. And now
Perfect.
we review all that 5 steps of effective communication in a different way and with some example. And for now, I want to just wrap up this, you know, segment with your what's the best suggestion for this type of relationship, or if it's some problem in communication, because lots of people, they have a problem in communication. That doesn't matter in relationship or with coworker, with family, civilian, you know. So uh, please.
So we talked about communication in general,
Mm-hmm.
that before you speak, make sure that your state is a positive state.
Right.
Then we said that while you speak, make sure that you pay attention to your physiology, your tone of voice, and
Mm-hmm.
the words that you use.
Right.
And then we talked about after you stopped, you're done talking, how to listen so that the listener and the communicator both have the same responsibility in having effective communication. So the listener's part is also as important as the communicator's part.
Mm-hmm.
And then in regards to relationship or any other communication patterns that we have, uh, be clear and concise.
Be clear
Be
and
assertive in the way you talk.
Be
clear
clear.
and
Yeah.
Use I statements.
sorry, you said be clear and
Concise. Like,
concise. Okay.
don't drag your point
Mm-hmm.
and keep on, saying the same thing over and over again 10 different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Because people these days have a very short attention
Sure.
span. So
Mm-hmm.
make sure that your what your message is concise,
Short.
precise, simple, and compassionate. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yes, so that's when the positive state comes in. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
if you're angry, walk away. If you're hungry, eat something. Choose your time.
Mm-hmm.
When is the best time to talk about this topic?
Always
Some
ask
topics
me.
need.
Mhm.
Always ask me if I'm hungry and I'm tired. Don't talk to me for serious things.
For me, it's when I wake up. When I wake up until
Oh,
I have my cup of coffee, I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to talk about anything um, important or significant or work related. So I have my time from the time I wake up until I have my coffee. That is my time that no one can invade. So that's
okay.
my time. No one talks to me about
This,
it.
yeah, me, my time it's from 5 to 6:30, like the
That's your me
meditation,
time.
the happiness thing. Yes, at 6:30, I like when we were little, I had two siblings, two sisters, and my two sisters when they wake up in the morning, they are angry. Me
Angry.
when I sleep, yeah, they are like they don't want to talk. They don't want
Okay.
to. It's like
They're
they
not
have their
morning
time.
people.
They are not morning people. Me, it was always the easy one to ask to go buy the baguette and jam and butter in the morning because when I sleep smiling, and when I wake up with a smile.
How
My
is
mom said,
possible?
That's
Did you put?
"I'm
beautiful.
blessed. I am." It's like that. I sleep with a
That's
smile. I have
that's a
pictures from my
blessing.
dad like that. That
Okay.
yeah, and my mom was so happy to have me.
Great, beautiful. So again, I am next time that I'm on your show, I'm gonna gift the viewers with an ebook. It's a short ebook, but
Amazing.
it's very short and concise and to the point about communication. So
Amazing.
Coach
everyone
Bunny, you
comes
are
in.
not going. You are not. I stopped BNI and I stopped like a real estate exam to be with you. Don't leave me.
Thank
Don't
you.
leave
Now
me.
it's 37 minutes. Can you believe it? So, but it's still,
Oh,
yeah, but keep
yeah. I
going.
still have questions. Yeah, don't
Uh,
Go
go.
ahead. Go
okay, but
ahead.
ebook is for next time.
Ebook
Yes,
for next time.
ebook for
Okay,
Yeah,
next time.
go with your question, Amira.
we would
Do you wanna
love
do you
to
wanna
give.
do
What?
private session with Coach Bunny? Ask a question.
I have a lot of
I'm just,
questions. They
yeah, I know
say
you have a
like,
Michael,
lots of friends,
and
and the good things,
and
Coach Bunny, the good things.
especially
I'm sorry, Amira. The good things with Amira, she has a lots of big network with friends, and during a day she receiving hundreds messages, and they bring all questions for our specialists,
good.
and now I know she bring a lot of questions from
That's
friends.
why
It's
we are
very
here.
good, very
That's
good.
why we're
Thank you,
here
thank you,
to
thank you.
answer any concerns, any questions, any way that we can support the listeners and the viewers. I'll be more than happy to do so.
Perfect.
oh, thank you, thank
Go
you.
with your question. I'm
I
going
have
to check the
two other
check.
questions.
Yeah, go.
Go
I have
ahead.
like two other questions. We would love to know from you. First of all, I have um, one of my audience that her husband have an apnea when sleeping. He snore too much, and it's like
Okay.
he have an apnea, and he
Yes,
doesn't want to
sleep
wear
apnea.
the
Islam.
mask. Yes, sleep
Hmm.
apnea. He doesn't want to wear the mask. She's too tired to put the earbags, and she's like asking for help. She said, "What I have to do?
I
Do
have
I
a
have
good.
to change
I know a good. No, don't change the
room?"
husband. Don't change the
Okay.
husband.
No, no, she
I
Where,
have a
doesn't.
where,
good
They
doctor.
have
where is
Doctor.
they
she?
have beautiful
Where does she
kids.
live? Is
They
she
live
in
in
LA?
France. No,
She
no,
lives
they
in
live in
France.
France. But they try
So,
everything already, and there is no.
what
Like
is
I
the
told them,
reason that the husband doesn't want to wear the mask?
he doesn't. He said like he cannot sleep. Like he will not be comfortable to sleep
Okay.
with.
So I have a very good doctor that is a sleep specialist.
Is
Uh,
this same doctor I know? I know
But
him.
did
yes,
she?
the one
No,
that,
no.
yes.
But the question here is: she have to change room, or because she tried
Why
everything
people they don't want to
already.
fix the problem?
Okay.
Always people
So,
the funny
No,
things.
no.
Sorry.
No, no. He went to a clinic. He went to a clinic. In
and
France, doctors are very, very good, and he went to a special yeah, special clinic. He slept there for 48 hours. They put everything on him. They did everything.
so before we go to what she needs to do, I'm sure the doctor told the husband this, that it's not just the snoring. Sleep apnea, when goes untreated, when we don't take care of sleep apnea, it can develop into deeper biological problems. A heart problem is one of the side effects of sleep apnea, because our we're not getting enough oxygen to our heart. So there is a medical side of sleep apnea
Mm-hmm.
that needs to be addressed, and I'm sure that this gentleman knows about the medical side of sleep apnea.
Mm-hmm.
So again, boundaries. If she is having a difficult time sleeping, if she has told him many times that, honey, please do something. I want you to be healthy. I want you to be able to breathe during the night, because depending on the degree of sleep apnea, if he's on the high spectrum of sleep apnea, sometimes it is so bad that you have to grasp for air. It
Mm-hmm.
becomes really difficult. It's not like a normal snoring. You really have to wake up in the middle of the night and gasp for air.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's that, I don't know on what side of the
Stage, yeah.
spectrum
Which
he
level of
is, but again, if he is not willing to take care of his health, then she has a choice to separate the bedroom.
Separate the bedroom. Okay.
But she didn't say. But Amira, please pay attention. Coach Bonnie, she didn't say separate the
No, no.
bedroom.
He
She
have to
said
take.
if
He have.
he didn't
Yes.
take
Yeah.
care of his health, and he
Yes.
said I
Yes.
don't
Yes. Yes.
care,
Yes.
and then she has a choice. Still,
She has a
is
choice.
yeah, is not 100%. She has this
She
Yes.
choice.
has a choice, yes.
Yeah.
Then she has a choice to separate the bedroom. And
Thank
then
you.
if he
Okay.
says, why are you doing this? Because everything else that we talked about failed, and you weren't able to take care of your health, and I need a good night's sleep. It's not that I don't love you, it's I love you and I care for you. However, I need to be able to have a good night's sleep in order to be functionable during the day. So I choose to sleep in a separate bedroom.
Perfect.
Not from a point of
Très bien.
anger or blaming. You haven't done this, so I'm gonna separate my bedroom. You
No fighting,
not
no arguing, no. Be kind
Yeah.
and nice and loving. You're talking with your partner. You're
This
not
is
talking.
just self-care. Yourself, you're taking care of yourself. Okay,
Right.
because you need a good night's sleep. You need to wake up refreshed and revitalized. You don't need to be stressed during the night. So you're taking actually you're taking care of yourself. You are demonstrating self-respect and self-love.
Amazing. Very good. Very good.
Perfect.
Next question, Amira.
I have my friend. She's a family lawyer, and she's with me on the BNI. Like I had to see her tonight, but I told her sorry. I have Coach Bunny, and she have the question like today she start to be busier than any time before.
In
A
her
lot
life,
of
huh?
divorce. Yes, it's a lot of divorce, and she is asking.
This month was the busier time in United States. Last month was the busier time in China. started from China.
Busier in
For
what sense?
the most,
I
the
mean,
most case
Busier
for the
on
most
divorce.
case for
divorce.
divorce. The most
Yes.
case for
Yes.
divorce.
And my question is, what is small tips, very easy, that every person have that can change the atmosphere, the energy, uh, like we said in French, en cliquant les doigts, like that,
Shotgun.
like,
Get the shotgun. Boom.
oh,
Because you said the easier. There,
yeah,
nothing
but
is
do
easy.
not say,
Nothing is
yeah,
easy.
So,
Is hard. But
he
you
is
should.
joking, he's
You
joking.
yeah.
Amir, active listening, no interjection.
Okay. Okay, boss. I'm listening.
Love you. Love you, Coach Bunny. Love you.
Okay.
So,
So,
like small
you see,
tips.
in this pandemic, if the relationship was a little bit rocky,
Mm-hmm.
this 3 4 months of being constantly together definitely didn't help the situation. It either made the relationship more strong and more solid, or it got to a point that people are now divorcing on a very high rate. What I suggest is to have your personal space, respect each other's personal space. If your house or if your home or if your apartment is big enough, separate your daily activities into separate places. You don't need to constantly sit across from each other and be in each
Front of each
other's
other.
faces all the time.
Exactly.
Even when we are together, we need to have our own personal space. So, and it's not, again, it's not that I don't love you, it's not that I don't care about you, it's that it's I'm respecting your space while you're respecting my space. So it's boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Make sure that each person knows what their space is, what their responsibilities are during the day. Okay,
Okay.
and then really in this time that we are together, we are. Some of us are laid off. We're not working. Some of us, both parents are working from home while school teaching the children. So it's a and on the uncertainty of not knowing when this thing is over and when we can have a semi-normal life back, it's very easy to get help these days. All of us coaches, therapists, are giving discounted rates. We are putting our knowledge, our support on online. There is ton of support that they can get free of charge. People really, they are being so generous with their services. They are doing free webinars. They're doing free workshops. So all at the very least with a very discounted rate. So tell your friend to take advantage of that. If she wants, I can give some
Call.
resources to
Yeah.
her so she can uh, you know feel
She
supported.
can connect you. She can
Yeah.
connect you
We had.
with her clients. She can connect you with her clients. She have a lot of clients that they are
Yes,
divorcing,
yes,
and sometimes she said like she see couples that she feel that they still love each other, but there is an ego behind, and they just like
exactly,
want to separate.
exactly.
Maybe I have to connect you with her also,
Yes,
and
sometimes
work
it's
together.
yes. You
That's
know,
why
when we
togetherness
get
media
to a
is
point
here.
that we think we don't have any other choices,
Yes.
that's the only thing we need to do. Then you get to a point that you want to divorce the partner. Doesn't mean necessarily that you don't love the partner. It's just you get to a point of no return. You don't know what to do. So in that scenario, asking her clients to really seek professional help.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah.
remember, Coach Bonnie? We had this topic 2 months ago. It was the first month of quarantine time, and we bring this topic because it was very hard for people
New.
sitting. Yeah, it was new, and they were at home together, and kids at home, and then. parents working from home. One of the parents goes to bedroom, another goes to living room from different area, and then
Yes.
yeah, one of my viewer, he sent a message. He said, okay, our kids in the bedroom, and then we have just one living room to sit with my wife and
Oh.
working. I said, okay, what did you did? Said, okay, I put the partition and I'm sitting this way and she's sitting the other way.
Yes, because
Make a
this is a new normal for all of us.
and
We
they
need
take
to adapt.
they
We need
text
to
each
adapt
other.
to our new situation.
Are you ready for lunch?
Lunch, it's dinner time.
Dinner time, coffee. Let's
You
go for
know,
walk.
Coach Bunny, I love something like when I was always talking with my grandma. She always tell me that before, when something broke, we put it back. We don't throw it. And later on, I found out, like Japanese, what they do when they have a beautiful plate broken, they put like a gold painting on it and glue it again, and it take value. I
Mm.
think we have to give chances, and we have to learn, and even right now with this pandemic, and take chance with the Coach Bunny, with
And
the Dr. Daniel Sadiq. I love his video. They have to see it. They have to
Oh,
watch it. The 10 reason how to go back to an ex.
that program.
It's
that's
it's
the yes.
amazing. I saw it twice. Like
Okay.
I
Oh,
was as an
yes.
active listener. They
Thank you
have
for
to watch
bringing
it.
that up. You are absolutely correct that sometimes we take an easy way out
Mm-hmm.
because divorce is
Yes.
so okay right now. We say, okay, I'm done. I'm done working on this relationship. I and couples don't do their due diligence all the way. I mean, sometimes divorce is necessary.
Yeah, but it's the end of that's the last choice. That's the
Yes,
last one.
but after everything has been done and
Mm-hmm.
both partners have worked through uh, their difficulties, and then when nothing is left to be salvaged, then yes. But again, as you said, we are becoming a nation of throwing things out. One time use. It's easier to not face the problems. And most of the time, even after a divorce, we tend to go back to the same pattern, to the same relationship, not the same literal relationship, but the same pattern of the relationship because we didn't take that time to work on ourselves.
Amazing, amazing.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
God. Oh my God.
Wow.
It's
So I'm
beautiful.
going to
Do you
leave
do
the
you still
topic for
have?
next Tuesday to
Very
you
good.
guys. You talk to your audience, you talk to your viewers, and
Mm-hmm.
see what it is that they want me to talk about. And I'll be more than
Oh, I
happy.
have here. I have here. I have a lot for you.
Perfect.
Thank you so much.
Good.
My next, but I have a next question here. Or you
Okay.
are done?
I
Done
have
with what?
about
Do you
two
have
minutes.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead,
two
have
Mohammed.
2 minutes
minutes?
too. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, perfect. It's about when couple divorce. Why a man become aggressive more than a woman? The woman just like she want to divorce, but the man become very aggressive.
That's
Different things.
in a way, generalizing again, putting all men in the same category. Not all men become aggressive. Some do, because hold on a second. 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Uh, 2 minutes.
We can
Because
answer them next time if you want.
I will do that.
My
Yes.
audience,
So
Yeah, because
yes, yes,
this
yes,
question is a longer story.
yes,
It's a,
yes,
yes.
yeah,
it takes a
could be
long
yeah,
time to
could
get
be
to
different
yes.
things. Could be different things.
Coach Bunny, I really, really appreciate your time, and thank you so much for being with us,
I
and God
appreciate
bless
you.
you.
Thank you for all your support, all the beautiful questions. all the care and compassion. And thank you, Amir, for
Thank
doing the
you.
wonderful job that you're doing.
Thank you.
Till next time.
I appreciate. Thank you, and talk to you, and be safe, and
You too. Take
and
care.
please wear your mask.
Yes, 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 yes. Love you both. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you. Bye.